Hello everyone, this is Mary and I'm at Curious Collections Vinyl Records in Bryan, Texas, and I'm here with one of my favorite friends, Tim. Hello Tim.
Hi.
How are you
How's
today?
everyone? We're good. We're good.
So Tim is a longtime customer of Curious Collections, and he's here to start up Vinyl Talks with Tim again.
And
so Tim, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I have been a fan of music since day one, and I was listening to vinyl growing up, and so when it went away for a while, it was kind of sad because I was always picking out vinyl and recording them on my cassettes when I got home, and when CDs took over, it took away a lot of the fun that I had. Of course, you could still record CDs on cassettes, but I just missed listening to vinyl. And now that vinyl has come back with a vengeance, and literally taken back its reign, so to speak, I'm excited about that. So.
What was your first record on vinyl? Do you remember?
The first record on vinyl that I ever bought was Genesis Invisible Touch.
Very cool. And I hear you did bring a Genesis album today.
I did bring a Genesis album in. This was one of Rocky's picks a few months back. Selling England by the pound, and this is one that was back in the early days of the prog rock era. This is when songs were 10 to 20 minutes long, and they had several parts to it. So when you get one of these, there may be 5 to 8 songs on the record total. That's because they're so long.
Want me to pick it up and show everyone?
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Just a second here. I can just get my
You're
hands
so
there.
slick, right?
The vinyl is so slick. My cover's so slick here.
This cover is very interesting to me.
And this is a clear vinyl. This is not a black vinyl.
Do we want to get it out and show them that?
Yes, I can get my Vanna White over here.
Gonna hang on to the sleeve. What is your favorite song on this album?
The whole record is, some of my records I don't have a favorite, I just play it.
So you like the whole album?
The whole album, the whole album is my favorite.
It's very pretty.
It's
It's
one of
very
these.
clear. It's like crystal clear. It's gorgeous.
And plus you can see, I have one of your slip mats on my turntable, and you can just see the slip mat through the record.
That's pretty cool.
So it's just, and plus it's also cool because I can watch the arm on it.
Oh yeah, that is neat because I bet with the black it's hard to see the arm.
With the black it's hard to see the arm, but if you put one of the colored vinyls on or a clear vinyl, you definitely can see the arm. So now to our next vinyl. This was another one of Rocky's picks. Yes, Fragile, and this is again one of the. This is again in the prog era, and again with prog, you're getting 10 to 20 minute songs, and again you only have 5 to 8 songs on this, and probably the hit that only got airplay on this was Roundabout, the very first song on it.
Is that your favorite song on the song?
That has to be one of my favorites. Here again, if I pick an album, I'm just going to play the whole thing and declare it good. There's very few albums that I have songs that I don't like on it.
I like the fact that this is a repress of an old record. So
And both of these are 72 originally, I think.
Mhm. And these are repressed, which is nice because they're brand new versions of the OG.
Because I don't know what it is, I don't know why this is, but vinyl copies sound better than digital copies on some CDs. Like I'll give perfect examples. If you listen to Def Leppard, Pyromania, or Hysteria side by side, both on CD and vinyl, you'll notice that the vinyl copy sounds better.
Do you want to know why?
Why is that?
The vinyl is the analog version of the music, which is the true sound from which the artist has played it. So it sounds like the artist is actually sitting in your room with you when you're playing a vinyl from that artist.
And plus you have a pretty darn good record player like I do.
That's right, you did. You picked one out from here at the
I picked
store.
one out from here that is automatic. All I have to do is put a record on, put the lid down, and push start, and it takes off from there.
And it stops on its own as well, doesn't it?
Yes, it stops on its own as well.
Thank you, Crosley. They made this awesome automatic record player.
Thanks to Crosley. Now I kind of wish that we had stackables back because I have some vinyl that has you play it like you're stacking it. You put it like one, it'd be like 1 and 4 on one of them, and then 2 and 3 on the other one.
Yes, that is why they do that, is because of the old records would stack. Yep. People ask me, why do they do that? So you completely answered that question.
Yeah, because used to the old, if you had an old record player, you could stack your records, and what you would do is you would put the first 2 on, and then you would flip them over and play the back 2. So that's how that works.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's all for today, but let me not forget, Record Store Day, the first Record Store Day of the year is coming up in April, and we're going to do lots of videos regarding that, and look out for more videos.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by, Tim.
See y'all later.